Hey everyone, welcome back to Crown Stag voiceover. My name is Neil Glasgow. So in today's video, we're going to talk about why I get hired and why you don't. So with that in mind, let's get into it. This one's going to get some comments. Okay, so I was talking with one of my students today, and something came up that they said, "Oh, I applied for this job," and I went, "Oh, I actually got cast in that role," and we had a bit of a laugh about it, and we started actually talking about a couple of things that they've applied for, and I thought this is going to be quite a good thing to get out into the community. So one of the things that we need to look at or talk about really is, why did I get cast and you didn't? Why do I get jobs and you don't? Why am I semi-successful in what I do and you might be struggling to get through? Is it that I sound better? Maybe. Is it because I'm a better actor? No, Horatio, that is not it. That was weird. Is it because I've got a professional booth, a better mic? Is it because I've got an accent? Blah, 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 blah. All these reasons that differentiate me from potentially you. Chances, all of that stuff is noise. All of that stuff doesn't matter. What is the element that makes me a little bit more successful, perhaps, than other people that are trying to break into the industry now? And when I reach out to my clients and I ask them some of these questions to find out about, what are their behaviours and techniques around casting, they all say the same thing to me, to the effect of, we have heard who we need to hear pretty early on. Maybe in the first 10, the first 30, the first 60, absolutely. It's very rare that someone goes, "Oh, it's voice 167 that we're going to choose for this." The only time that comes up is if they have absolutely not heard what they had in mind. And that very rarely comes up. You have to remember that when it goes to casting the voiceover, everything else is pretty much done. I mean, unless you're, getting one of these big animation elements, they're not creating a character around your voice. You're not Robin Williams, sadly. You are fitting into a pre-approved character or advert or animation or whatever it might be that already exists. They're looking for someone that goes, this voice will relate to our audience. This voice will be X, whatever that reason is. And yeah, they've heard that. And the reason that I get as much work as I do is I could get a notification in, and within 60 seconds, I can be in my booth and I can record. Now, that's just me giving you my insight into that. I have a booth in my house. I work from home. I can just jump in here and do the bits. I realise that not everyone has that ability. So if you don't have that ability, you're going to have to, if you're very serious about getting into this industry, work your life around making sure that you can audition as often and as quickly as you possibly can. And there's a couple of things that you can do about that. You know me, I try and give you solutions. Now there are, and I'm going to do some reviews on them as well, but there are portable voiceover microphones that you can get that are really good at filtering out all the background noise, essentially. You just need to have a decent enough space to be able to go and do that in. Jump under a duvet, a blanket, a jacket. I don't really care. It's as long as it gives you that little bit of muffling that you can do a portable audition. And if you can do that, you can send it on to the client. The other thing that you can look at doing, and it's not really advisable, but some people do let you do that, is record it on your phone. It's not a great mic. But some people will say, do you know what, we will take an audition from an iPhone or whatever it is, with the proviso that you're going to have to do a better audition before they officially cast you. But in doing all of this, what you're doing is getting your voice in there quickly. And that's it. I get hired because I beat you to the audition. And that's going to get some complaints, I have no doubt. But that is just the reality. And when I go to the websites that I work with, Voquent, Voices, etc., and I ask them, okay, well, is it a matter of being fast? Is it a matter of being right? The hierarchy essentially goes, are you in fast? Do you sound about right? Can you record on our schedule? Are you on budget? That's kind of the hierarchy. You'd figure that would be the other way round, but actually, people they just want to get it done quickly. And if you're not there, if you're applying to this role the day after, the week after, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't bother doing it, really. And that's a confusing message to get, especially if you're on some of the big pay-to-play sites where they can keep auditions open for days. I've not known anyone, not saying it doesn't happen, I've not known anyone that has been the 200th voice and they get the job. It's very rare that really happens. So yeah, that's my advice, my voiceover advice, and mildly controversial of why am I getting the jobs and why might I get cast and you might not? It's just because I beat you to it. And there's nothing more complicated than that. And there's nothing more. And I get that that's frustrating, but it is kind of the reality. If you found this helpful at all, give it a like and subscribe. If you've got any comments, questions, or anything you'd like me to cover in my next video, please let me know. And remember, you can be a voiceover artist. Just try and do it a bit quicker. I'll see you in the next video.